Hey, welcome back, guys. Okay, in this video, we'll be discuss some pattern programs which is available in the Java. Or different pattern programs are there. So first of all, we understand the basic pattern program. In the next session, I will be discuss about the some difficult pattern program. So first of all, so I have some set of questions. So based on that, I'm going to write some program. So very first pattern which I have is, so I need to be printed some different stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Okay, the 3 rows I need to be displayed. So let me create these things. Yeah, still it is not updating, it's not responding. Just okay, just go to the task manager. Where is that? Yeah, it's gone. Let me reopen my Eclipse. So let it be open. Before that, we'll be discuss something. See here, 5 stars are there. So whenever you want to print of any star or any number, so in the different pattern wise, so you should know the basic things. So what are the basic things you should know? So always first, so wherever you go, always we first will be considered as a row in the sense this is the horizontal way. What you can see, that is a row. Okay, I'll be specify it's a horizontal. Okay, horizontal. Okay, next column is there. Column in the sense vertical. Whatever you can see the vertical, this is your column. Okay, so first always comes the rows, then it will comes the column. See, this is your row, this is your column. Okay, so 1 2 3, so this is the column. So based on that, we'll be writing some program over here. Okay, so let me print my first program. Okay, so just close this. We can batch source. I'm going to create a new package. Yeah, let me create one package. So just give the package name is patterns. Okay, so under the patterns, I'm going to create one class. So in the first class, I'm just giving the name as pattern one. I'm going to give. Yes. So what I do is I'll just comment my question. Okay. So this is my question. I need to be print the pattern like this. Okay. So how can I print this pattern? Let me run this. Okay, so how I can print this pattern easily? So first will we go with the rows and columns. So now I want uh, how many rows? 3 rows we have. So in this pattern, you can see, guys, this is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row. I need 3 rows, and along with the, okay, so let me write it over here. Number of rows or 3. Okay, so I want to get 3 rows. And how many columns do we have? Number of columns, number of columns or 5. So and I need to be go with the things first always comes the rows, then comes the column. Okay, so first let me use my main method. Inside the main method, so I'm going to write some pattern. So how can I write the pattern? See, I'll use the for loop. In the for loop, I'm just using integer I equal to, so it will be started with a 1. So how many records do we have? 3 records. I need to be print the 3 records. So till 3 records I want. Okay, so better to understand. So instead of this, I am going to write row. Then you can easily understand this. Int row equal to 1, row lesser than equal to 3. Then row it will get incremented. So I would say this is my outer loop. Okay, what it is? Outer loop. Always outer loop covers from the rows. Okay, so then again I'm going to write inner loop. So first row it will be printed. Total 3 rows will be printed. So number of columns, how many columns we require? We require 5 columns. So that's why again I need to be write the columns. So columns is also, it will be started with the 1. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5, total 5 columns I required. So column lesser than equal to 5, then column is also get incremented. Column incrementing. So inside the column, so what I'm going to use is, I'm using the spelling is wrong here. Yes, okay, so this is my column. So inside the column I'm going to print what I'm going to print here. I'm going to print my star. So star is a meta character, so that's why will be use it as a string. Okay, so see first print ln. Okay, let me execute this. Okay, so you'll be get the difference what it will happen. So according to our scenario, I need to be print 3 rows along with 5 columns. So now I'll execute it. So now it's printed one by one, one by one, one by one. So why it's going to print like this? So that's why. So make sure that okay. So you have to be print in the single line first. Okay, you have to be converting into the single line. So now you can see that all the pattern will be together display within the single row. But in the first row contains only the 5 columns. Second row contains only the 5 column. Like this you should be displayed. What you have to do, so whenever you have done with the inner loop, you have to do is one statement, printing statement for the next line display. Okay, so it should be empty. Okay, nothing else. If you want to give the space, you just give the space. Okay, so after that you have to be executed, then it will be printed the things like this. See, however our pattern is there, similar manner I have printed. Okay, so make sure that first it will be the row, then it will be the column. So number of rows which you required, number of column which you required. I hope it's a very easy to understand when we compare with the rows and column. Everybody can easily understand. So that's why I use the method like this. Okay. So similar manner, one more program we are going to execute now. Same. So here, what I'm supposed to do is I'm just printed as a 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3. So how I can print this? So this is my question. I'm just creating one more class over here. I'll just give the name as pattern 2. Okay, so my question is very simple. I have to my second question is what? 1 1 1. Okay, let me check this question. 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3. 1 1 1 2 2 2, answer 3 3 3. So this is my question. Okay, so how I can execute that? Very simple. It's a very simple. Okay, again, how many rows we require? Again, I'll go to the same thing. I'll just copy and I'll paste it over there. Yes, a number of rows are 3, number of columns is also now 3. Okay, so similar manner, I'm just using the things same in the main method. Inside the main method, I'm going to write my for. Okay, so since it is an integer, I'm just type it as a row equal to. It should be started with the 1. And again, how many rows we required? We required 3, or else you can write lesser than 4 also. That is also correct, but equal it's better. Anything is fine. Okay, so after this, row is also get incremented. So outer loop done. So now I'm going to write inner loop for integer. So what I'm going to write now, column is also should be started with the 1. You can use, instead of this row, you can use y, I, j, k, l, like this. Any reference name you can provide. No worries about that. A column lesser than equal to 3. As of now, I just record only the 3 columns. So that's why I use the 3. Then again, column is also get incremented. Okay, so again my outer loop is also done, inner loop is also done. So after that, what I'm going to print is, I want to print a number. So here, what you are going to print, see, first if you want to execute the rows, then you can use row over here, because first in the first row it contains 1 1 1. Yes or no? So that's why I should write the 1 over here. If I want to get means a different output, I will show you that things, don't worry. So after that, once done with the inner loop, so this is your inner loop. Once it is closed, then after immediately have to write one printing statement. Okay, so here always make sure that when you are writing this, keep it in the single line. So now we can execute. We'll be getting the what? Same output, 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3. Okay, similar manner, one more question will be going to understand. So what is this question? See, this is just inverse 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, like this. Okay, you just inverse in the question. How you can inverse this? Very easy. Just creating one more class to make you people understand. Pattern 3. Okay, my question is same, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So I'll just take it some data from the older program. Okay, see, just copy it out, same things, nothing different present over here. All are same now. Okay, just copy these things, then I'll be paste it on. So if I execute, you can see now I'll just copy and paste 111222333 is there. Now I don't want to print like this, I want to print 123 like this. So that particular type, instead of this row, you just change its column. That's it. Okay, it's a pretty simple question. See, you can get the output like this. Okay, so I think it's clearly understood, there is no doubt in this. So majority of the people, they use instead of this row I, J. Most of the people get confused, why should we write the I only, why should we write the J only. So you can give your own reference, it doesn't matter, but make sure that whatever the people are going to keep. Okay, so please, first always comes rows, then always comes to the columns. See, any pattern, any design, any dimension, whatever it may be, you designed like this. Okay, so one more program we are going to discuss now. Okay, so now pattern, this is my fourth pattern. Yes. Okay, so now I want to display 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so now I want to display like this. How can I display? As it is, the number of records, number of column will be discussed now. As it is, number of records and column is 33 only. Okay, so now one of the main program I want to write in this main program, it's sometimes they will be asking also. So int a equal to 1. Okay, I'll just initialize the value, declare and initialize the value 1. Why, I will let you know. So before that, I'll be writing on loop. Okay, so in teacher, as it is, we'll go with the row equal to 1, then row is lesser than equal to 3. You can write n number of value 4 5 6. Okay, so according to your condition to be written. So row get incremented. So after that, one more inner loop to be written. So just call it as column. Column is also, it will be started with the 1, then column lesser than equal to 3. You require a 3 column. Yes, 3 column, and your column is also get incremented. Okay, so what you have to print? You have to print some value. Okay, make sure that what you are going to print here, you're printing a. So why should we print the a? You should not print the row and you should not print the column, because if you print the row, it will it will be printed thrice, or if you print the column 1 2 3, it will be print like this. So it should not happen. So that is the reason what I want to do is I just want to display this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. For that, I have declared and initialized the value. So if you print a, it will be started with the value. Okay, we'll just print it out. Okay, so after that, what you have to do, it should be get incremented once it is printed. Okay, first outer loop, it will get executed and row is equals to 1, then row is lesser than 3. Yes, obviously it's true. Then it will be go to the inner loop. So if you don't understand this kind of the pattern, you just go with the last video. I have explained in detail about the loop. Just go through. I'll be keep it in the description also, you can go to that. Okay, so column, it will be equal to 1. So column is lesser than equal to 3 is true, then system it will be printed the a. So a, what is the value of a value is 1. Okay, so now it will be printed 1. Okay, so after that it will get incremented. Now 1 become 2. So again the things it will be continue over here. Yes, so this it is also one iteration. This column iteration is also get incremented to 2 is lesser than, yes, it will get the value printed. Now it's a 2. Okay, before it was printed 1, then it will printed 2. Then again it will iteration, it will be continue, get incremented, everything done, then it will be printed 3. So like this it will be printed the value. Okay, so after that, as it is, okay, what you have to do, you have to print on empty statement for the next line of execution. If you are not using this, it will be printed in the single line only. So that's why we have to do this. So now you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So if I write 4 here, what will happen? Till 12 you will be getting, that's it. That also you can see. Okay, so like this, one by one, one by one, one by one, value it will be get printed. So one more question will be understanding. So my next question is, okay, so you can print the character also. How you can print the characters? See, very simple. Pattern 5. So we have to print now. What is that? A B C A B C A B C. Okay, A B B B C C C. Same similar manner. Instead of this one, 1 2 3, like this, you have to use the character. So in the character, in the sense, what you have to do, everything is remain same, but you have to declare the character. Okay, again same, how many columns, how many rows? 3 columns, 3 rows. It is also make sure in your mind. So first what I'm supposed to do is, I'm just creating one character. I'll just give the name reference characters each. Which character? A. Okay, as it is in a loop, outer loop, and row. I'll just copy to paste, guys. Okay, same, everything remain same. Instead of this column, what you have to display over here, I have to print that character. That's it. Okay, so what happened? Compiled. Okay, oh, just a minute. I need to be incremented of this character. Yes, okay, so extra is there. So now we'll be getting the A B C. Okay, oh sorry, this is should not be incremented. So now we will get the A B C C. Okay, so everything is remain of type C. Okay, somewhere mistake is happened. Yeah, so if I do this, I'll be getting the same thing. So that's why I need to be incremented the character after the outer loop. In a loop it will be printed so same value, then it will be go out and it will be incremented the next value. So now you can see a b b b c c c like this. Okay, so incremented, it should be properly to use. Okay, similar manner, we have a multiple questions like this, so you have to answer it. If you don't understand, you just ask me after that. Okay, so we discuss this pattern is also, it's a very pretty easiest pattern. Okay, so I'll be creating this one more class, pattern 6. Okay, so what I have to do is have to print thing like this. So how it will be printed? Okay, I'll be using my main method. Okay, unnecessary printed. See here some tricky are there. Okay, so here number of columns are 4, but one by one row it will get incremented. Total number of rows is 4 only, correct? Okay, so number of rows are 4 over here. Similar manner, how many columns are there? Number of columns are as it is 4. So you have to think that properly here. So now you can see guys, so 1 second, yes, columns. So here in the first row we have only 1 star, in the second row we have a 2 star, in the third row we have a 3, in the fourth row we have a 4 star. So first what I'm supposed to do is, first I want to display the row. How I can display the row as it is? First, for loop integer. Okay, so let me write a row. Okay, row it will be started with 1, and row total number of row is equal to 4. Yes or no? 4 rows I require. Just specify the 4 time iteration. So then row is also get incremented. So after get incremented, one more loop I'm going to write it as my column, because I required a column also. Column is also get started with 1, then column less than equal to 4. Total column is should be a 4. Okay, so our column is also get incremented. So as of now everybody clear, no doubts with this. So inside the for loop I'm going to write one if condition. If the condition is satisfied, then the loop of the iteration it will be get executed. So what is my condition? My row, if it is a greater than equal to column. Okay, my row, if it is a greater than equal to column, then it printed star. Okay, else it printed space. Okay, so this is how we can write this. So after this, you have to write it your printing statement. So how we can write the printing statement as it is in the outer form? Have to write println. Okay, it's a empty, but make sure that I already told you this thing should be always print. So how it will be working? It's a pretty simple to understand this, as it is outer loop. Okay, 1, it's a lesser than 4, then it will be come to the inner loop. Again, column is also 1 and column is lesser than equal to 4 if the row is greater than equal to column. Okay, so now what is the row value? 1 equal to the column value. Yes, column value also is now 1 equal to 1. Yes. Okay, so then it will be printed as the what? 1 star. Okay, so after that it will get incremented here. Column is 2. Now its column become a 2. Then if row is actually 1 but column is 2 is there, so then if statement it will fail over here. So if the condition is failed, then else block it will get executed. Then it will be executed a empty space. So then it will go to the next line. The statement it will get executed because now condition is got failed. Again it will come back to the, it will get incremented. Now row it will get incremented. So 1 become 2 now. Then 2 is lesser than 4. Yes, of course. Then it will be go to this. Now column is also 2. So 2 is equals to 2. Yes. Then it will be printed the 1 star. Okay, and 2 star. After that it will be check this. Okay, so like this it will be 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 1 by 1. It will be iterate checking. If the condition fail, else it will get executed. So this is how we can get the output like this. So this is your different pattern things which will be following. Okay, likewise you can practice any pattern. If you have any doubts, you can let me know. No worries, you can comment it out, so I will give the answer of this. So this is the logic should be understand by everybody. Okay, so rows and column, number of rows and number of column, what is the iteration in the first row, what are the value to be displayed in the second row, how many values to be displayed, everything first design in your mind. Okay, so then you will be try to write the program. So this is the roadmap to become a good program. But first analyze what are the action we can perform on this, then you will be writing the codes, then you will be get the what exact output. Okay, so this is about the pattern. If you have doubts, you just let me know. Okay, so we'll be discuss some more concepts. So this is also one of the important things, that is typecasting. So what is the meaning of this typecasting? It's a very pretty simple to understand. So it's anything if you want to convert one data type to another data type is known as typecasting. So one data type to another data type in the sense, so integer to character like this, integer to string, okay, integer to double. Okay, these are the different character, multiple data types we have to go with this. Primitive data type and non-primitive data type, it's a typecasting. These are the two types which is available in the typecasting. So when it comes to the primitive typecasting, it's directly, it means directly in the sense, so widening and narrowing. Okay, so these are the different types, and non-primitive type also considered as a two upcasting and downcasting. So this upcasting and downcasting will be learned in the future class. So before that we'll be understand how the primitive typecasting will be performed. Okay, so widening. So first of all, primitive typecasting in the sense, again same, one data type, one primitive data type into the another primitive data type. So what are the primitive data type? Integer, byte to short to int, long, character. Okay, so double float, these. Okay, so these are all of the primitive data type. Okay, so this primitive data type need to be converted. How can I converting this? See, primitive data type typecasting, it has been classified into two types, like widening and narrowing. Widening in the sense from smaller data type to larger data type. So what is the meaning of this? It's converting to the smaller data type to larger data type. Very simple, guys. Based on the capacity will be considered it's a smaller and it's a larger. Okay, so now can go through that. First I'll just go to the, I'll select the character has a 2 byte of capacity, integer 4 byte of the capacity, long is a 8 byte of the capacity, float 2, double 4, like this. Okay, so for 8. Okay, so this is the capacity of the character is 2. I'll just character is 2, then integer capacity is 4, like this. Long capacity is 8, float capacity is 4, double is 8, like this. Okay, so now I want to convert it. Okay, this capacity to this. So how can I convert this? See, I can directly converting into that. Okay, so see, when it comes to this separate category, like number category and character category, date category, so these are the different category we have. So we can directly implicitly we can directly auto widening also it will be done. So how you can perform this? So you can see the example over here. So it's a pretty easy to understand. Integer a equal to 10. Okay, so integer capacity is what? Just 4. Then double capacity is 8 bit. So 4 byte, 8 byte. Okay, so now very simple, guys, easy to understand. This is let me draw this for your understanding. Okay, so I have a 2 kg cover or box. One more box is there. I have a 4 kg box. Okay, so now I want to keep this 2 kg into the 4 kg. So is there any difficulty? No, because its size is very less and this size is larger than the this one. So then I can easily print that and I will keep it into the 4 kg box. Okay, so there is no human struggle over here. Yes, directly it will be keep into the 4 kg cover. Similar manner, see, it has some value 10. Okay, you don't bother about the value 10. It's a capacity. Look at the capacity here. Capacity is 4 byte. So now I can easily store it into the what? 8 byte. So directly or implicitly you can casting. So this is widening. When it comes to the narrowing, in the sense, it's a bigger data type to smaller data type need to be converted. So I can give the easy idea. Okay, so this is the 8, this is the 4, this is the 8, this is the 4, like this it will be there. So now I want to convert long to integer. Long has a 8 byte, this is the integer as the 4 byte. Okay, so now I have a same, I'm going to take 4 kg of box and one more box I have. Again I will be taking the same example. It's a 2 kg of box. So now you just think, so this 4 kg of box, how can I keep it into the 2 kg of box? It's ID difficult because the size is more than the 2 kg. If the size is more, I cannot keep it into the 2 kg box. Inside the 2 kg box, I cannot keep it into the 4 kg. Then what I can do? So when you performing the narrowing, so you have to make sure that cost operator. So what is the meaning of this cast operator, we need to explicitly, we have to tell to that I am going to convert it that. So by using the cast operator, I can easily do this. So how it will be performing? See, you can look at the cast operator syntax. It's a data type. We have which data type we are going to converting the data type to be written and operand. So operand, what operand will be? You can have the value, variable or expression, can write it over there. So I'll give an example to understand this. Okay, so let me create one more class over here. So I'll just give a type casting. Okay, the type casting, I'm going to first executing widening. Okay, so I'm performing the widening now. How I can perform any? See, I'll just copy the definitions so that you can see, guys. Widening means it's converting the smaller data type to larger data type. So how can performing? Okay, I'll just show you the simple example to understand. Okay, the first int a equal to, that same example I'm going to take. So now I want to convert into to tuple. So how I can convert it tuple? Tuple b equal to a, that I can directly convert. Okay, so now I'll be printing the b now. So what is the value of b now? 10. So since it is a tuple, it's a 10.0. It will be sure. So are you clear? So this is how we'll be performing the widening. So when it comes to this narrowing means it's a pretty simple. It will be converting into the bigger to smaller. So how you can perform this? Okay, bigger data type to smaller data type. So now you can easily understand this. I'll just give a simple example to understand. Integer integer a equal to, I'm just take it the same because already I have given a right. I equal to 10. So now I want to convert I to means integer to byte. Okay, so integer has a more size than the byte. Okay, so byte we have given right b1 equal to. So now I'm directly trying to write the I. So it's showing a error. You can see that's error. What is the error? See, add cast to the byte like this. So the type mismatch cannot be converted from into to byte. So how we can perform this? So you have to write the cast operator. The cast operator, whatever the thing are there outside, that is only you have to write, and your variable, which variable or which expression you are going to write, that you can write. So now you can get it out. System dot I, sorry, it's a b1. So now we'll get in the what output as 10. So like this it will be performing the widening and narrowing. Okay, so it will be definitely useful in the future class, but you have to remember how it will be performing. And one more concept is pending that I will be continue with the next class in the sense. So when the concept is come, definitely I will be telling you how to do the upcasting and downcasting. Okay, so in the next session we'll be discuss about some method. So what are the different method is there, method signature, so how to call the method statements, how to create the methods, return statements, everything will be discussed in the next session. So if you have any doubts you can ask me. Okay, so this is all of the typecasting and pattern program. Have to work on that multiple pattern programs. So this is all today. So will be discussed in the next class some more concept. Okay, so until that, practice. Tada, bye bye. See you. Will catch you the next session.